not a god, I am Hunkpain!
And what's poppin' Tano? I hope you enjoyed this speedrun. It is time for Ember Prime level cap. Now, of course, Ember Prime with her abilities can kill certain enemies at level cap, but it doesn't scale really good, so you need to pay attention to that. Now, recently, Ember got reworked and released a video about what Pablo said about her rework and stuff, so let's look at her kit. Starting with the passive, receive 5% ability strength for every enemy within 50 meters affected by heat statue effect. Really self-explanatory. Fireball, before it was like you need to hold and stuff, so now it's like you just like hit and it's the charged one. Release a fairy projectile that ignites enemies on contact, and with a combo window to increase the damage, but really it's still useless ability. Now, Emulation protects Ember with a flame armor. It's like her protective ability with the damage reduction, scales slowly. I really hoped like it's like if you mod for certain strength, it's just boom, 90%, may help her a bit survive. Like surviving with her is a bit tricky, and we're gonna talk about that in a second. Fire Blast, slam the ground to create a wave of incinerating plasma that knocks back enemies and strip their armor. This is really good for CC and armor stripping those enemies. Inferno is like you bringing them hell from above. Command a flaming command to crash down in front of Ember, engulfing enemies with the fire that can spread through their ranks. Really powerful Warframe, and recently it got a very slight rework here and there, not a boost, mainly a reduce of her cost, like of energy. As you can see, the costs are way less than they were before, but hopefully they rework it a bit better, but still she managed to do level cap. Let's talk about the build. And now for the build, I've tried to do something a bit different in here, so I made her a shield tank. Now you can of course go with catalyzing shield and save a lot of mod slots and stuff like that, but at the end you will be running negative efficiency, or you'll be running like different stuff. Like really range here doesn't matter unless you are playing in nuking into, let's say, Elite Sanctuary or normal mode, or let's say enemies until level 2000, you'll be good to go. But really at level cap it gets tough, and the range will not save you much, to be honest. You are fighting enemies that in front of you, so you're gonna be camping or chasing a specific enemy or killing enemies at the door, or like you are in very advantage strategic location. So brief respite on ability casts squads converts 150% of energy spent to shields while overshields are inactive. Primed sure-footed to resist knockdown. Primed continuity for duration. Flow for energy. Intensify for strength. Adaptation to adapt to the incoming damage. Now adaptation, true, it's a very powerful mod, but at level cap it's not going to help you a lot, but it's helpful, it's not so bad. Primed redirection for shield capacity. Fast deflection for shield recharge and shield recharge delay. And as you can see here, we got the shield recharge automatically 0.2, and we got shield recharge rate at 200.2, and on shield break become invulnerable for 2.5 since we're running 1300 shield. Really good stuff. Vigilante Vigor for shield recharge and minus 30% shield recharge delay. Rolling Guard for specific situations where you can find yourself against a nullifier with a violence and a Thrax. Very tough situations and will save a lot the day. Now Arcane Energize here for energy, of course. You don't want to be without energy, especially on Ember. Arcane Precision because I'm going to be using a secondary weapon. Now what I'm going to try to say here, that this build is really powerful and really good, but it's not the only way you can build Ember on. There is a lot of different ways you can build her for high range and high strength, negative efficiency, medium duration. There is a lot of ways, but this is my build and this is the way I like to play her. You don't have to copy it, but try to consider trying this build before judging it now, because I know when you give the community an impact of such a build, they start to see like, oh, this is different from what we know, and I get it. So here you go, the Nourish instead of her first ability. I know you saw that coming, to proc viral on all her stuff, her casting, her weapons, and everything. And now for the Archon shards, I'm running 2 emerald shards to like reach 14 stacks of corrosive, since I'm going to be using a weapon. I know this is madness and a lot of times will not like it. You don't have to use this because I'm really focusing on my weapon most of the time, not really using most of her abilities at level cap, as I need to kill Thraxis very quick and not really like pay attention to all that kind of stuff. But yes, you are right, I should be using more her fire blast, but sometimes you find yourself without energy and you need to armor strip that Thrax to kill him fast. So it's just me and my game style, so you don't have to run Emerald Archon Shard, just run more strength on her. The other ones is 2 Pause, increase secondary critical chance by 1% every time you kill an enemy affected by heat, status max 50%, then Tau Forged Ember Archon Shards for casting speed, and then of course the Tau Forged Crimson Archon Shard for strength. It's like one of her best in slot stuff. Now of course if you're going against Thrax, you want to use Madurai for Void Strike, Eternal Enslaut, Eternal Indicate, 177 amp, and you're good to go. For the companion, I like to use Nautilus, so brings in enemies, and this is the build I'm using. Cordon, Manifold, and Tarnishes Bone for critical damage on your weapons, and the Volcloka, there you go, for reaching 105 critical chance for Tarnishes Bond to work. Now let's check this build against some Corrupted and Thrax and stuff like that. And now we're going to start with the heavy Corrupted Gunners. Here you go, armor stripping with the first ability, and as you can see, the knockback is really quick and the armor stripping is really quick. That's what I meant when I talked about earlier the Archon shards. Alright, it's just me, my style. You don't have to copy the Emerald Archon shards. Now there you go, enemies are armor stripped, and now let's activate Nourish and give them hell from above, as you can see. Alright, now here what you can notice, that the scaling of the ability isn't that high, and this is what a lot of Thanos struggle from, as if you stand still and you try killing enemies with the 4th ability on, let's say, level cap, you may end up facing a lot of incoming damage and end up dying. Alright, it doesn't matter like how much strength you really run, it takes a while for the ability. You're not going to be one-shotting level cap, to be honest, with her 4th ability. And if you manage to one-shot level cap with Ember with her 4th ability, let me know. That's going to be very interesting for me to see. So how you exactly play? Now you're going to activate the 2nd ability for the meter, and then you're going to be knocking enemies and armor stripping them. And of course you're going to be using the 4th ability, as the 1st ability, you know already, heat is a certain type of CC and can scale forever, right? You can scale forever, so you're going to be using the advantage of the enemies being at this condition, and you're going to be feeling your incarnate form of your favorite weapon. Hopefully it's AoE if you're going to be playing against, let's say, heavy Corrupted Gunners. If not, you're going to be using single targeting mainly weapons against the Thrax Centurion that I'm going to show you in a second, like so, and they're going to be destroyed and deleted. Now if we summon some Thrax Centurions, the game is a bit different here, and you may understand what I mean. Now this is the Thrax Centurion. Now this 3rd ability, you see it didn't armor strip them immediately. Now take them 2 shots, right? Not like the other ones, but sometimes it does. All right, now depends on the meter, of course. Now Here you go. This is what I mean. And here you go, the fourth ability. You're not gonna be killing a Thrax Centurion at level cap with her fourth ability. That's really hard to do. As you can see, the Overguard is protecting these enemies really big time. You'll be relying on your weapons. So mainly the idea here, I'm using her kit to stay alive, to CC and armor strip enemies, and use the fourth ability as a nuking CC ability mainly, because this is level cap. We're not talking about normal enemies that you're gonna be like boom 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 like Elite Sanctuary or Sanctuary and Slough. That's gonna be for a different build and a different video. So this video and this build is really a bit deeper than like a common just copy paste. You need to understand what this video and build going through. So now when we talk about defensive, there is something we need to change. First, you want to put the Arcane Aegis here on shield damage 3% chance for 30% shield recharge for 12 seconds, and then you want to go to your Nautilus, and we're gonna be switching things around here, the shield recharge, the Guardian, and all this stuff in here. Also, in the weapon, you don't want to have radiation in your Volclog, so you can put any element in here. You can put corrosive, like let's put for example here the toxin. Right, here you go. So you have corrosive in there. You can put whatever you want, just not radiation, because you want actually the enemies to hit you, believe it or not. As the more enemies hitting you, the chance for the Arcane Aegis to proc is higher. Alright, let's check these enemies, what they're capable of. Of course, you're not going to be standing still and the enemies like fighting with your shield like so. You'll be like pushing them. You'll be like using the fourth ability on hit with them. You're going to be using second ability. You're going to be using Nourish, so when they hit you, they get viral as well. You're going to be nuking them, killing them, and if you are in danger, you're going to be roll guarding like so. Alright, and that's actually the main play you're going to be playing on. As you can see, they are failing to kill us, level 225 heavy corrupted gunners, and of course they are capable of with the delay of hit. Now if they stop attacking us for a second, there is a moment where you can actually die. Alright, so you need to react to that. You don't feel so comfortable about it. And of course, you will not be able to tank Thraxes with this build. So you need to be careful how you play on this. Otherwise, you can just go with Catalyzing Shields and Brief Respite. Alright, this is the Catalyzing Shield. Alright, so I'm giving you different options here. So this is the Catalyzing Shield. What it does, it will make your max shield negative 0.20 capacity and will give you 1.33 full shield gate immunity duration. That means, for example, if I put here Catalyzing Shields and the game you play is really simple, and then we put here a Brief Respite. Okay, so the game here is really simple. All you have to do when you're fighting these enemies is shield gating. Alright, so there you go. So they attack me, I shield gate. They attack me, I shield gate. The meaning of that, I keep using, okay, here you go, shield gate, using my ability, shield gate, using my ability, and that's how you're going to be staying alive. Now, if you don't have energy, you need to run, like really you need to run. So as long as you keep casting, you're not going to be dying at all. That's the whole idea of Catalyzing Shield and staying alive if you don't want to use the shield recharge. So here you got the two different ideas how to stay alive. One is like tanking and shield recharging really quick, and the other one, small shield, but you need to keep casting every time your shield is down, and the decision on which build you play is yours. And by this, we reach the end of the video. I really hope you like it. Let me know in the comments below if this video you find it helpful. And Umber, there is a lot of ways to build her. Of course, in the future, we'll make more nuking builds and try different stuff on her, but this is it for now. Don't forget to like, sub, join our Discord link in the description, and see you guys next time.
I am not a king, I am not a god, I am Hunkpain.